All right, Ryan. So what details do we have?
So here's what we're looking at. All right. So the duration is a 5-year contract. Player compensation. It's a significant, what should be somebody's opinion, increase in player salaries and a retroactive raise. What we're seeing is there's an estimated nearly 20%. That was in the preliminary proposal. The exact number I have not seen. I did see the weekly salary cap went up into the 20,000s, so that was good. Pretty decent raise there. I think I saw like 23, 24. Uh, Somewhere around that. But that's a pretty decent jump for the weekly salary cap, which is going to allow these players to make more money. Because I
Yeah,
mean, they were making like 500 and some dollars a week. Like, can't live on that. Um, so, get that 20% raise. I mean, it's only, if you're making 500, you get 20% raise. That's only an extra 100, but that extra 100 can help you out. With that, the players are still going to continue to receive their fully furnished housing, utility and internet expenses, as well as their comprehensive medical and dental benefits. So that is a big thing. Yes, we did say they don't make a whole lot of money, but their housing and benefits, housing and medical benefits are covered. So that is a plus. And that we like to see that still be continued to cover. Um, So it looks like they also increased the meal allowances. I have not seen an exact number. I know the players were on some reports asking for like $60, and the current was 21. So I'm sure they're somewhere in the middle. But it does say that there was an increase, as well as the travel and rest periods for traveling. I think there's more than 375, 380 miles. So getting those extra rest days where you're not counting a travel day as a rest day, which people are like, oh, that doesn't sound bad. If you've ever driven to Florida from Indiana, that first day you're in Florida doesn't count as a day in Florida. You're exhausted. Um, yeah. So, and these guys are bussing it everywhere. So they're not
yep.
taking they're not chartering flights out there. They're riding whatever those buses are that we took in elementary school when we went on those big field trips. That was like, so they're
Good
riding in
old.
these to go play hockey.
Yep.
So yeah, they definitely needed those more. They need more days off.
But that
So
also is hard to do in some instances because if you look at the Orlando Solar Bears, and I use them as the example for the sheer fact they share an arena. And I know the Comets shared one with the Mad Ants for years, but
yeah,
the Solar Bears aren't sharing with another minor league sports team. They're sharing with the Orlando Magic. And
hmm
so they're not just going to the Magic just aren't going to give up days. Like, you have to
yeah,
work around an NBA schedule. And
hmm
sometimes those will change because we want to move your game to a primetime slot.
yep, yeah. I believe the players are also getting some sort of when commercial pay as well. So like if they go out and do an event that they're obviously their name and image and likeness are being used, they're getting some money back from that, which absolutely they should, because that's like them going out there.